Disneyland is ending its popular annual pass program 10 months after the theme park shut down during the pandemic.
There's a version of Walt Disney World that lives in people's heads. Main Street, USA. Cinderella Castle filling the sky. Families in matching shirts. The smell of popcorn and sunscreen. 1,000 conversations overlapping the way they only do when a lot of people decide to be happy in the same place at the same time. That image is real. It happened. Millions of families built memories around it. But walk through those same parks on a weekday in September 2025, and something is off. Some pathways are almost quiet. Ride waits drop to single digits. Visitors post videos calling the place a ghost town. And here's where it gets strange. Disney's parks have never been more profitable than they are right now. Both of those things are true at the same time. And the specific number that explains how they don't contradict each other? That's what this video is about. Because this isn't a story about a struggling theme park. It is a story about what happens when an American institution built for the middle class quietly becomes a luxury product. If you want to understand how that happened, hit subscribe. This channel covers business stories most people don't look closely enough at. Now let's get into it. To understand how a family tradition became a $1,735 annual commitment, you have to start with something that was completely free. In 1999, Walt Disney World introduced FastPass, a simple paper ticket pulled from a machine near a ride entrance. Hand over your park admission, get a return window, come back in an hour, and walk onto Space Mountain with almost no wait. Zero extra charge. It was included with admission. For millions of families, that was the thing that made a Disney trip feel like it was designed with them in mind. The park rewarded you for planning. It felt fair. Around the same time, the annual pass was becoming the backbone of the Disney experience. Florida residents could buy one for a few $100s and visit whenever they wanted. Families from Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, they made Disney an annual ritual. Renewing passes the way you'd renew a gym membership. The parks were packed. The culture was real. And what makes this moment so important isn't that the model worked. It's what Disney did next that changed the entire relationship between the pass and the parks. When COVID shut Walt Disney World down on March 15, 2020, annual pass sales were frozen alongside everything else. The parks eventually reopened on July 11, 2020, but the passes, they stayed unavailable for over a year. Then in September 2021, Disney launched an entirely new tier structure. The top tier, the Incredi-Pass, debuted at $1,299. Theme park analyst Martin Spiegel put it directly. The pandemic gave Disney and other operators the opportunity to eliminate programs, add new ones, and accelerate per capita spending across the board. Be honest, when you heard that a company used a global shutdown to restructure its pricing, did you find that surprising? Or have we come to expect it? Say it in the comments. But here's where things take a sharp turn. 3 months after the new passes launched, by November of 2021, Disney suspended sales of the Incredi-Pass, the Sorcerer Pass, and the Pirate Pass. The 3 most popular tiers were pulled off the market less than 90 days after being introduced. Disney's public explanation: they wanted to ensure a great experience for existing pass holders. The passes did not return until April 20, 2023, nearly 18 months later. Disney literally stopped selling its most popular product for a year and a half. And there's a financial mechanism behind that decision that's worth understanding. When something disappears for 18 months and comes back, it doesn't come back at the same price. When the Incredi-Pass returned in April 2023, it was no longer $1,299. It came back at $1,399, then $1,449. Then on October 8, 2025, Disney raised it again to $1,629. Add Florida's 6.5% sales tax, and the real price lands at $1,735. And that number still doesn't include PhotoPass downloads or water park access, both stripped out of the base pass and converted into $99 add-ons each. Buy the fully loaded version, pass, photos, water parks, and the total reaches $1,829. The Incredi-Pass rose from $1,299 in 2021 to $1,549 by 2024, a near 20% increase, while lower tiers climbed too. The Sorcerer Pass jumped 8% in a single year to $1,079, and even the entry-level Pixie Dust Pass crept up 6.8% to $469. In 5 years, the price of the top pass rose over 25%, while the pass itself delivered fewer benefits than before. That alone would be a significant shift. But the annual pass is not even the most consequential pricing change Disney made. In October 2021, the same month the new passes launched, Disney permanently retired FastPass, the free system that had been part of the park experience since 1999. It was replaced by Genie Plus, a paid service starting at $15 per person per day. That system was later rebranded as Lightning Lane MultiPass. Under the current pricing structure, the average Lightning Lane MultiPass price at Magic Kingdom runs around $25 per person per day, but the highest price recorded has reached $45 on peak days. During Spring Break 2026, the Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Magic Kingdom hit an all-time record of $449 per person, meaning a family of 4 paid nearly $1,800 just to skip lines for a single day. Even at that price, it sold out through March 20th. A service Disney gave away for 22 years, from 1999 to 2021, is now one of the largest drivers of per capita spending growth in the entire company. Let that land for a moment. The thing that used to make a Disney trip feel like it was designed for you? That's now the thing generating the margin. This is where people get divided. Some say it's smart business. Others say it's a betrayal of what Disney was supposed to stand for. Which side are you on? Drop it below. Now here's the number. In the most recent quarter, Disney's Experiences division generated $9.49 billion in revenue, and domestic parks attendance declined 1% compared to the prior year quarter. That follows a confirmed 1% attendance drop in all of fiscal 2025. Fewer people, more money. Disney's Experiences division posted a record $10 billion in operating income for fiscal 2025, $723 million more than the year before. Per capita guest spending rose 5%, and Experiences, which represents 38% of Disney's total revenue, generates 71% of its total operating income. The parks feel emptier because they're supposed to. An analysis described this strategy as a form of price-based crowd control, raise the barrier to entry, and the result is a more profitable park with lower staffing costs, less wear on infrastructure, and a premium atmosphere that psychologically justifies even higher prices. Fewer bodies, more revenue per body, record profits. Disney is not failing to fill the parks. It is choosing how full they get. And here's a real question. Is that wrong? Or is that just what a profitable business does? Agree or disagree? There's no middle ground here. What's happening at Walt Disney World is the same transformation happening across aspirational American experiences, from airlines to concert tours to sporting events. The price didn't rise because the product got more expensive to deliver. It rose because the data showed a smaller pool of higher-spending visitors generates more profit than a larger pool of cost-conscious ones. And once you see that math, a company doesn't reverse it. The castle is still there. The fireworks still go off. But the family that used to drive down from Atlanta every August, renewing their passes without a second thought, they're now at home, looking at a spreadsheet, and deciding it doesn't work anymore. That's not a theme park failing. That's a business model succeeding at something its original audience was never supposed to notice. Disney didn't lose the middle class. It outgrew them. And if you think this trend reverses, if you believe Disney will look at record profits and decide to lower prices, ask yourself, when has that ever happened? If this video made you think, hit like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people. And drop your honest take in the comments. Are you still going? Did you cancel your passes? Or has the math simply stopped working for your family? Let's hear it. The numbers are in. The math is public. And what Disney has built isn't a theme park in the traditional sense anymore. It's a luxury experience wearing familiar clothes. If you want more breakdowns like this one, the next video is already up. See you there.